Hey, welcome to another One Mind Meditation. It is Saturday. Hope you've had a great week. While we wait for whoever else wants to join us on today's journey, settle yourself down comfortably so long. Start some deep belly breathing. Amrita, a very good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Get that sleeping mask or a scarf or something closer to put over your eyes. And we'll give it another short few minutes for whoever else wants to join us today. Sanette, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Ezra, a very good morning to you. Marcella, all the beautiful people online with me this morning. Really good to see all of you. Today's journey is into the systems of the body and what happens when we start meditating. What kind of brain waves do we start at? What brain waves do we end up at? What else happens in your body? What happens with your lungs? What happens with your heartbeat? What happens in your brain? I personally find that fascinating. Derek, a very good morning to you, man. Good to see you. Ursula, good morning. Happy Saturday to all of you. Such a beautiful Saturday. Have you all had a good week? I hope so. Hope everyone's had a great week. Paula, good morning. Happy Saturday to you too. My coffee did not last long enough this morning. Right. Just about there. Good morning, Paula. It is awesome, Israel. I like your message. Thank you so much. Love the message. I love seeing your avatar pop up on my screen every day, and it's true for everyone. There's a couple of people on this group that I'm more personally connected to, of course. I love connecting with you guys here every day. Ursula says, the birds are so busy outside. That's true. They were super noisy before I got ready to start meditating, so I'm hoping that they're not too noisy while we meditate, because I don't know how much of that noise you guys can hear on your side. But yeah, they really are super noisy. I wonder if I can quickly just turn my screen and show you how bright and beautiful a day it is outside there. There were very, very few leaves on those trees just a little while ago. And right now, it's getting greener and greener every day. There we go. I have birds nesting right outside my window. And for the last 2-3 weeks, they've been furiously building a nest. Yeah, that's one of them again. I was going to say, I think they're pretty much done, but I just saw them land with some more twigs, so I guess they're not done yet. Okay, we are just about ready to get started here. So if you're all ready, I'm sure whoever wants to join us is already here today. Our journey today is the science of meditation, and we'll take our journey through everything that's happening in our bodies right now as we meditate, and exactly why this is such a beautiful process, and why we have so much physical benefit from it. So if you guys are all ready, let's close our eyes, get the sleeping masks on, lights off. Make this as much of an internal journey as you can. Starting with the first few deep breaths. Let's go for a deep breath in. and release. Deep breath in and release. Deep breath in and release. Deep inhale and release. And one more together breath. Deep breath in and release. Continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Inhaling deeply in through your nose, and as you fill up that balloon in your belly, stretch your spine just a little bit taller, your head just a little bit higher, giving yourself the space to be able to soften your spine. Drop your shoulders and drop your chin. Engaging your complete body in releasing. When we wake up, we should be in an alpha brain state. Calm, slow brain waves, in an almost shallow meditative state. Soon after we open our eyes, our brain shifts gear and we move up into beta brain waves. More focused, more attention based. More alert. And when we pick up our phones and scroll through social media, or when we start responding to emails, that brainwave very quickly shifts into high beta, which can be associated with super focus or highly stressed as well. Doesn't have to be stress as well, but often it is. Engaging your whole body in inhaling and exhaling. Brings us back down into an alpha brain state really quickly. Calm, peaceful, almost meditative, just about. Deep breath in and release. there's something called a physiological sigh. And that is when your whole body is engaged in a deep sigh. And it's related to bringing the brain waves back down. And shifting us from our fight or flight nervous system into our rest and digest nervous system. Here's another trick, another tool that you can use in this phase of the meditation. You can use it today and you can use it all the other times as well. And it speeds up the process of bringing your brain waves down and shifting you from sympathetic to parasympathetic nervous system. And that's a double inhale before you let go. Instead of one deep breath and then release. There's a faster shift in your nervous system and a deeper let go when you do a double inhale, which sounds a bit like and release. I like to call it a double clutch. Double clutch your inhale. Try it for another minute. Instead of just one long inhale, do a double inhale. Bring yourself up as high as you can with a double inhale and release. I'll do 3 more with you for the end of this phase. Let's go. Double inhale and release. Double clutch and release. One more and release. It helps to blow off just a little bit more CO2 than normal. Next time you feel under pressure, you're trying to change your state faster, you could do all the steps of our meditation. But if you want to add the double clutch to that first step, that can be helpful. Brain waves having come down from beta to alpha, stepping into the present moment, having let go of past and future, being in this moment right now. Let's do that dive inside and explore some more of what happens in our bodies. With every inhale, we'll do a short breath hold, followed by a long, slow release. Let's do the first few together. Deep breath in hold. And release. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. Really long. Really slow. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. One more together breath. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. Keep following the same breathing pattern on your own time. Deeply and slowly inhaling in through your nose. Imagine that you could follow the breath with your eyes as it flows in through your nose. Watch that flow. Keep following as you watch the air flow down your throat. Stay with the breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up that balloon in your belly, find yourself slipping inside that space. Hold the air inside and hold yourself inside. Only for as long as you feel comfortable. And at the end of that breath, when you're ready to exhale, do the longest, slowest, most calm and peaceful exhale that you possibly can. between your breath holds, if you need to, take as many easy breaths as you need. And as soon as you can, come back to your breath hold. Your heart and your brain is literally listening to your lungs. Your slow exhale sends a message via your vagus nerve that your heart picks up. You'll notice if you monitor your heartbeat that when you inhale, your heartbeat speeds up, and when you exhale, your heartbeat slows down. Taking conscious control of that exhale, making it really long and slow. There's a very clear message to your heart to slow down. The longer and slower your exhale, the slower and easier your heartbeat becomes. Via that same vagus nerve, your lungs send a message to your brain, to your amygdala, that says, everything's fine here. Everything's safe. Because after all, if it wasn't, I would not be breathing so slowly. That allows your brain to shift the brain waves down another gear. Your breath hold is another physical manifestation of peace and calm. Your body cannot go into a breath hold if it's in panic mode, in survival mode. Doing a breath hold must mean everything is safe. If you want to have a deep meditation, stay with a breath hold that's comfortable and easy. For a deep meditation, you don't want your brain to start waking up too much because there's a panic about air. Doing longer breath holds that put your body under stress has benefits, but it takes you out of deep meditation. instead of guiding you in. Your breath hold takes you inside. Following the breath down your throat, through your lungs, into that space inside. Creates a contraction almost of your nervous system, bringing everything inside. And shift your brain waves down into theta. Being able to close your eyes and visualizing going inside. We're visualizing the inside in an inner journey, going inside of our body, but even visualizing 3D spaces going inside of any places. The more easily you're able to visualize that and feel as if you're traveling into spaces, the more clear indication that your brain waves have actually shifted down into theta. Theta brainwave state is the same as deep sleep while you're dreaming, the same as hypnosis, the same as trance. Being able to visualize going inside. Helps you shift those brainwaves down. And your consciousness might just get taken on a journey. I'll give you a few moments to just practice that with your breath hold. As you take a deep breath in, visualize how you're traveling in through your nose, down your throat, in through your lungs, finding yourself inside that space of fullness. Know that the more you can successfully visualize this, the better you're bringing your brainwave state down. And open yourself to have a dream, a journey. Hold your breath for as long as you're comfortable, followed by a really long, slow release. 2 more deep breaths together before we slip out of this space into the next one. Deep breath in. And hold. Long, slow release. Feel your shoulders slowly sagging as you feel yourself melting. And one more deep breath in. And hold. As you slowly release, feeling yourself melting, you feel yourself slipping into the next space. No more focus on your breathing. Just floating. It's a space we sometimes feel like we want to stay in forever. You have successfully brought down your brain waves. You've slowed down your heartbeat. And over time, because you practice this so much, you've been teaching your body to stay calm in stressful situations. One of the things our bodies naturally react to when we're under pressure is the rising CO2 levels in our bloodstream. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes disrupted. Because of really bad breathing, we find the CO2 levels in our bodies slowly rising. Your body has to survive, which is why your sympathetic nervous system gets triggered so badly when it feels that rise in CO2 in your bloodstream. Higher CO2 levels are dangerous. It means something's wrong. It means probably a lack of oxygen. It means suffocation. It means I have to fight. When you practice breath holding like you have been doing every day, by breath holding, you're also creating a rise in CO2 levels in your bloodstream. But you're doing it while you're really calm. And our bodies can actually adapt to that. Our nervous system can become less sensitive to a rise in CO2, which which means when you are under pressure and if you are breathing badly, that rise in CO2 doesn't feel to your body like such a big threat anymore. By practicing these breathing techniques every day, your body finds it easier to remain calm. Even under pressure. But the flip side of that is true as well. By practicing this every day, you're likely breathing better during your day, even under pressure. Which also means that maybe your CO2 levels are not rising as much. So by practicing every day, you're recovering yourself on both sides. Your beautiful body is so damn amazing. To give you just a few moments of peace and quiet. Give some love to this amazing body that you have. Tell your body you love it. Have gratitude for being carried for so many years. This beautiful body. Take the last 5 breaths of today's meditation together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you and I invite you to say your own. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this beautifully designed body. can push the buttons of this body in a way that serves me. Deep breath in. Thank you for this learning, because when I get better at pushing the buttons, then my body's buttons are not pushed so much by my environment, because I've learned how to take the control. Deep breath in. Thank you for finding this state. Peace, of clarity, of real power. One more together breath, deep breath in. And thank you to everybody joining this morning. Today's journey was the science behind meditation. I'm pretty sure that it's not necessarily interesting for everybody. It might be boring to some. But if you're like me, understanding the science behind what happens when we meditate is what made me embrace meditation even more. What made me double down and work harder at meditating. And that was because I understood what happens physiologically. And now above the physiological changes, we can really feel and experience that there's good results from this. If meditation is your spiritual connection or a doorway to your spiritual connection, that makes sense too. We are never able to have a spiritual connection while we're in survival mode. In survival mode, that part of us is not accessible. And that is why it works so well to take yourself through the steps and make the physiological changes so that you do open up. And when you do open up, that's when you can have that spiritual connection. Love you guys so much. Hope you have a beautiful Saturday. I certainly am going to. Lots of love. Remember, tomorrow on Sunday mornings, it's a silent meditation. Much less speaking from me and much more you dialing down the brain waves, going deep inside and finding what you can discover in that silence. Lots of love. See you guys back here tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.